In the last hour, the Princess of Wales has shared a new family photo with a birthday message to Prince William on his 42nd birthday. Joining me now is the Daily Mirror's Associate Editor, Russell Myers. Russell, thanks for joining us. What a beautiful photo. What has she had to say?
Well, good evening, Danica. Well, a beautiful photo taken by Kate. I mean, after all the hoo-ha about the Photoshop debacle, we were wondering whether she'd get back behind the camera. But she did for Father's Day last weekend, and now this beautiful image of Prince William and the Wales children. And they've just said, pretty simply, we love you, Papa. It's his 42nd birthday today. I mean, absolutely glorious picture of them enjoying some family time in Norfolk when it's been the weekend. Of course, it's been a tumultuous time for the family, hasn't it, with Kate's cancer diagnosis, but the family very, very united in this picture and beyond, I'm sure.
Absolutely. That's just such a very natural, beautiful image of the family shared by the Princess just now. Now, Russell, it's that time of the year again. Royal Ascot, of course, the iconic British horse racing festival, which was back for Ladies' Day. And King Charles and Queen Camilla, they took part in the traditional carriage procession, as we can see there on our screens. It was quite a big day out for the royals.
Well, it has been a big day out, big week. I mean, it's been the Royal Festival. Royal Ascot has been fantastic. I was lucky enough to get down there myself during the week. Fantastic weather, which isn't always on the cards, unfortunately. But the Royals have been out in full. So, talking about the unity of the Wales family, certainly the whole family has had a pretty testing time of late. King Charles still undergoing his cancer treatment. He's missed one of the days this week. We understand he's still undergoing his weekly treatments for cancer. But I thought he looked all right. He looked pretty well and sort of beside his family. It's been very, very much the family have come together to help not only Charles but Kate over the last few weeks and months.
Absolutely. And it's been good to see them back out and about, given the cancer diagnoses, and putting on a brave face and standing in solidarity together. Now, look, this is interesting, Russell, because there have been reports that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle actually reached out to Kate Middleton before her return to the spotlight at last week's Trooping the Colours ceremony. Do you think an olive branch was extended?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, they put a statement on their website as the Princess of Wales made that incredibly heartfelt statement when she revealed her cancer diagnosis. And they just said that, their thoughts were with her. I mean, we all know about the fractiousness of the relationship with the rest of the royal family, very much that Harry and Meghan are doing their own thing. It hasn't really gone to plan for them over the last couple of years. There's been a few mishaps, certainly, not only with the interviews they keep on doing, but the fallout is continuing from Harry's book. And those wounds are still very, very raw. And I don't think there's a way back in for Harry and Meghan just yet. I think certainly the mood music coming from both inside and outside the palace has been that Harry and Meghan would have to stop talking about the rest of the royal family in order to curry any favour with them. But as I said, these have been very, very testing times for the family. And we've seen them sort of draw ranks, support each other over the last few months. And it almost makes you feel that Harry and Meghan are almost much more on the outside when things like this have been happening.
Yeah, and especially as well over the last weekend, of course, Trooping the Colour, Father's Day, all these events just go and show how isolated they really are from the firm. Now, speaking of books, a new book about David and Victoria Beckham has claimed that Meghan Markle was irritated when she found out that Victoria Beckham was richer than her. It says she deluded herself into thinking she was of higher social rank than the famous couple. What more can you tell us about this feud, Russell?
Well, there's certainly more pressing things going on in the world than worrying about who's richer or not than you, aren't there? But these are the things that might occupy Harry and Meghan's mind at some quarters, I'm not sure. But this new book by Tom Bower, The House of Beckham, has attempted to lift the lid on sort of the very secretive world and the big power PR machine that is behind the Beckhams. But interestingly, Tom Bower says that Meghan tried to sort of get in with Victoria Beckham. She was requesting handbags and dresses for free. Buckingham Palace had to put a stop to that, apparently, according to Tom Bower. But it made me think about when I was on tour with Harry and Meghan in Australia back in 2018. And Meghan was apparently said, I can't believe I'm not getting paid for this. And that tells you sort of her mindset at the time. I mean, the reception in Australia was absolutely phenomenal for them. I don't think I've been on a royal tour like it. And we haven't really seen much in terms of royal tours since. And when you look at the success of what could have been for Harry and Meghan, it's a real shame that they went down the avenue of maybe chasing the dollar rather than towards chasing the duty as was expected of them at the time.
Yeah, they've got flashes of money figures popping out of their eyeballs. That's all they care about. But if it comes down to Beckhams v Sussexes, it's the Beckhams all the way for me. Russell Myers, thank you so much for joining us on the show this evening. Really appreciate it.